Go crazy.
Howdy, boys, and welcome to the third place game. Russell, the Spear, Graziano, and Matt, just a kid from Villanova, Southerton, going at it live. Chris, how do you feel?
I think we're in for an interesting match. Matt's got one hell of a vendetta right now.
Matt's pretty angry. I just saw a ball movement, but there seems to be, he's disqualified just like the Kentucky horse race. Matthew Southerton has just lost the game. Game 1 to Russell the Spear Graziano. It is 1-0.
Rest in pieces.
See, now Russ has some headphones in. He is most likely probably listening to White Rapper because he is wearing cargo shorts. Chris, any thoughts?
Now, what's interesting about our matchup a couple days ago is that both players wearing cargo shorts. He did lose.
Interesting. Matt today opting to wear sweatpants.
I think that's a smart move on Matt's part.
I'm not saying it's causation, but that's correlation. Look at the shot. Did he just shoot on the 8? Oh no, that was a 2. What a smart man. So let's look at the board here, Chris. How are you feeling about the board in general?
Most of his balls are pretty open. That 5 isn't going to look like too much fun. Not even really a bank option. He's going to take this 4, maybe try to bump it out.
Let's wait and see. Oh, he overcut it in the attempt to bank it out and gives Matt a free blocker ball, as we like to call it, a BB. Now, Matt is wearing a complete and full bloutfit today, except for his shoes, which he's wearing gray. So I'd call that a bloutfit, as they say in the business. What do you think about that, Chris?
I'm calling the police.
Okay. Kirby is calling the police. Matt sets up 2 BBs, while Russ has 1 BB on the board. You think this is going to be a defensive-minded game?
Absolutely. I think Russ is considering the 6 right now, except that 3 is not in a very optimal position.
You know what they say, defense wins third-place games.
Now, look at that. He's going to draw this straight into the... Okay.
Oh, both of them missed. So far, the boys have come out the bad. A little cold, like we've seen in most first games. Do you think it's first game anxiety or not just being warm yet?
Oh, Jimmy's.
Now, Matt drains that, but where does he intend to put the next ball? Is he going for the 14-10-9 combo? I think he might.
There's an absolutely wet hole for that 14 to go straight up to this top corner. I'm not going to say too loud because I don't want to get ideas. But if you're going for the sauce, that's how
I think he might be going for the combo here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if this was me, I'd just give it a grand old smacking, but this is for the third place game. So I think he's going to give it even more of a grand old smacking. Now he's doing some normal. See, I told you he was doing that. I'm the best damn pool commentator this world's ever seen.
He almost had it.
A very defensive-minded game. Where will the Spear go with this shot?
I have no idea.
I just made it up, and now he's just the Spear. Like, in the middle of one of his games, I was like, Russell the Spear Graziano. Now, Russ, get in the playoffs.
All right, John.
So, what do you think
I
of?
think he's trying to cut this outside.
I think that might be a scratcher boy.
No,
This is a very interesting game. It looks like one of my games. Not a lot of balls are dropping.
yeah, imagine you playing Jacob Van Cleef.
Jacob sweeps my ass. Hi, Jacob.
That would be one of the most interesting games in pool history. Oh, is he going? I have no idea what's going on. He tries to strudel the poodle, gets the little combo.
Poodle was not being strudeled. Look at that. We have 2 BBs in front of one hole, a BB in another hole, and a BB in a third hole.
You see, he tried to strudel the poodle, but he actually screwed.
I once shot my eye out with the BB gun. But here I am today, commentating pool. Do you think that's a success story?
Was that in Nam?
That was back in '92, yeah.
92?
Didn't you hear of Vietnam Part 2, Electric Boogaloo in '92?
This is that new Villanova history major I've never heard.
Now, we have only seen 1 ball drop in, I think, about 6 turns. I think we're starting to get into disqualification territory. You know, there is a standard for Pool Club. As the captain and the leading executive board member, I can drop standards.
In the middle of matches?
In the middle of free match, yes. Now, Matt just banged that one. It just fell on the floor, meaning the ball does not want to be dropped. It has to be respotted. Now, do you think Matt takes a shot on the 8 here?
I see that as highly unlikely.
We can't really see the shot here, but he gets almost another BB there.
Almost cams it out and knocks out Russ's.
Oh, I'm sorry. pardon my French, as they say in England. Have you ever visited England?
For 3 years, yeah.
Do you think you could do an accent?
Why do you always insist on this?
Because it's quite intriguing.
It's quite intriguing. Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, look at that shot. The poodle. That wasn't even a poodle.
That's
I'm
a
sorry.
D1.
That was like a kangaroo right there.
D1 diddle right there.
Oh, speaking of D1 diddles, I want to say I miss D1 Dave.
I thought I'd regret saying D1.
Oh, look, he's putting some top spin. Why do you think he's not putting bottom spin on that shot? Oh, sweet Willie, as they say in the business.
Now, what's interesting is that there actually is a rule for shots like that. It's that if it stays suspended on the edge from more than 5 seconds and then falls, it does not count.
So, did we have a timer out for that one?
We did not. I mentally
We
timed
might have
it.
to go back and disqualify him for that. And that backspin is a little bit of a bojangling, if I do say so myself. Oh, he shakes his head. He says no bojangle
He says,
today.
nope, your commentary is a lie.
Oh, baby, look at that. It's a beaut. Russell the Spear Graziano is in deep hot waters right now. What we like to call the bottom of the hot tub. Now, what do you think Matt does for the spin here?
Yeah, this is not a fun shot.
This is quite intriguing. As the pool spin master, I would always recommend bottom left.
I think he went bottom right there.
See, bottom right, that might get it. Oh, saved. But where will he put this 8? Do you think he can even make the 8 here? He has to put top spin on it.
I don't know what kind of visual
Unless he
has
like
on that side
clips,
pocket.
unless he clips through the bottom of the table. We have seen that done before back in '92, and my famous win.
What happened between 92 and now?
Well, in '93 my wife divorced me, so now we're here.
So you haven't been married for 27, is it?
28.
Broke one. Oh, he's going for a kick.
Dipsy doo. Dipsy doo. Jiminy Crickets. Russell the Spear Graziano has a nice clean board to sweep, but can he sweep something that is clean? Is water wet? Yes. Shit. Chemistry has just spoken, boys.
What about ice water? Is ice water wet?
I need to know, Chris. Is ice water wet?
If it is ice with water on it, I would say it's wet.
That's pretty damn wet. Now, what do you think the Spear does here? Do you think he's going to get the 4, but where do you think he goes after that?
He's looking at the 7. I think it's 6, but I think 6 is. Oh, I would take this.
I'm looking at the 8. To win a pool game, you need to make
Eyes
the 8.
on the prize, yeah.
To win a pool game, you must make the 8. That is well known, well documented, and very well put forth.
Oh, I see.
The Spear is going for the green.
That's orange.
There's a lot of green there, and he just smoked it all up.
So what if I have a single compound of water? Single molecule, then it's not wet.
The Spear's looking around, thinking about his spin. Can't give bottom spin here due to physical limitations, so he has to put a little bit of topper boy on that.
He's got a combo or a really sharp cut on his hand. This is not looking to be an easy shot.
Matthew Southerton is quietly anticipating in the corner. And I will say, statistics have shown anybody who has used that silver cue has lost at some point in their life. How do you feel about that?
Facts.
That's your Budweiser stat of the game. He's putting a little bit of top.
It's going to the 7.
He likes the insta-cut. Oh, he decides against.
Now, Russell Graziano, president of the Villanova Calf Club, has enormous tree trunks for calves. I don't ever envision him ever getting tree.
Look at that physique. Oh, now here we go.
This should be
Matthew Southerton goes around, gets the chalk, follows the pocket, and here we go. Coming down the pipeline.
routine.
Game 1 is still in the balance. The Spear has a shot at redemption.
I think he's going to look at this 3 here, and if he gets this right, he's got shots on both balls. I'm seeing looks like 3-7-6 run out here.
See, if I've ever seen something in pool, I've seen unluck go to some people and unluck go to others. So if Matt just got unlucky there, I wouldn't be surprised if the Spear misses this due to just general unluckiness. go here? Do you think this is the correct move?
For South.
I think so. I just think it's
Watch
very.
out for touching that 8 though. It's a very peculiar location for him. That's another touch. And like I said, the general in luck comes around. As the best pool commentator out there,
I wouldn't say
I
it's
call
on
this
luck.
one.
I just say this is unstable bridge.
Oh, look at, you can see Matt's physique there. He banks it off the wall, and there you go. Game 1, Matthew Southerton in this best of 7 series. Fuck me, we're gonna be here a while.
That was a 10-minute match. 10 minutes.
You can have an hour and 10
Jesus Christ, as they say at Villanova.
I believe this is Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, they just
Jiminy Corky.
Now, if you want me to start calling you by your last name here, Chrissy Poole, can you give me some like British accent?
I really don't want that.
Why not?
Just call him by his surname. It's Chris Blazon.
Do you want to get flamed when you're in finals?
I'm not playing with headphones. So.
Really? Yes. This is the shit I like to hear.
I can change my mind.
You're gonna change your mind midway through. Like you're gonna go down 1-0 to like you're gonna go down 1-0 to the call.
On the shop right now.
And I'm gonna fuck you up.
So
Look,
it's
shop
man
right.
that looks so appetizing. Wait, that's Alex.
So how do you feel about the Nathan's hot dog eating contest?
Facts.
I think it's just a sign of repulsion within the United States culture.
A sign of repulsion or
Yes.
a cause of repulsion?
Sign.
Okay. Can you unpack that?
Yeah, so sign is actually a scientific word. You know, being in the science school I am. And sign's actually a scientific word for a break. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's our second break of the game.
That is your shop right stat of the day.
That's your shop right. Shop right. Budweiser's. Watch and learn.
Oh, good
Matthew
for him.
Southerton peels that off
Good
like
for
he
him.
peels oranges in the morning. Do you think he has enough vitamin C intake?
I heard in 3rd grade he once had a really bad case of scurvy and he had to get held back.
Hey, don't talk about that.
Oh, sweet
it's fine.
by Joe,
Oh,
that's a
eats
dipsy-doo scratcheroo.
You're the worst.
Thank you, Jacob. As the worst, I would like to say, I'm the best.
Now with that scratch on the same claim shot, he is now not
The
strike.
table is still open. Or as I like to say, the table is not closed.
They say in the country what the table is
Now,
Did you know
Matt
that-
took stripes? No, stripes are not. Neither group looks really appetizing.
No, this looks like a very defensive-minded game again. Are we going to have another 10-minute banger of a match? I'm hoping for 12.
I'm thinking 9.
I'm thinking quadruple overtime.
Oh, you like that Portland game yet?
I liked watching Jamal Murray chuck threes because he's not that good. And the spear takes solid after his choice. He gives Matt the strikes he wants. Wait, why the hell do we have the ShopRite channel on right now? It's literally just ShopRite. I'm quite confused. Sorry, Spear, we're gonna interrupt you for ShopRite. As he makes... Nope, JK, I'm just a trickster. Lol. So the Spear hasn't left Matt with the best of shots, but here he goes, wearing his all black attire. Do you think it's because he's going to a funeral? I think he's going to the Spear's funeral. He walks around the board with the cue in his right hand. Do you think that shows a sign of male dominance, or just general aptitude to the sport in general?
I favor my left hand, so I'd say he's a classic beta male.
He doesn't really jog around the table either. It doesn't look like he's excited out there. And the Spear gets into trouble, however. Now, you do know where the nickname the Spear comes from, right?
I don't.
Good.
I don't think you do either.
I think I damn well do. I just don't want to let you in.
Is this your Villanova here?
It's Nam too, okay? See, as a veteran,
okay.
he leaves Matthew with
A 13.
limited resources.
He's in a 13, 9, 12. He's banking on Matt to clear this out and then
See,
oh, he's gonna try and
oh my
clean this
goodness.
10 off. Maybe leave Russell. Which
Oh
he
my
doesn't
goodness.
fair.
Oh my damn. That's our defensive gridiron play of the day.
You're a fascist.
Now we're
Fascism. Who won the first game? Russ or Matt?
Matt.
He's going for a kick shot here off the long rail.
Bragança will do it Kia if he wins.
If Chris Bragança gets a Kia, which is the grand prize tournament winner, he will drive it into a tree. Chris, care to comment on this?
I prefer oak trees.
Chris. Tree or Performing Arts Center? Tell me right now.
Tree.
Tree?
How do you feel about the Performing Arts Center being constructed within a year, but Mendel Field not being done
Don't
in
even get
20
me
years?
started. Don't even get me started on that.
They've been working on it since '92.
Do you think it's because Gregor
Excellent
Mendel?
positional shot.
Do you think it's because Gregor Mendel has a Soviet name?
Isn't he Austrian?
Gregor.
Touche.
You know who was also a Gregor?
Or was he Hungarian?
George Washington was a Gregor. Was George Washington a communist? We'll come back to you in the third game.
I love how that record.
I believe we have a flag on the play.
I believe we have a nice defensive game again.
Much more open now.
It's a little bit more open, but there's a lot of combos in tail. Matt could potentially go 4-8-13 there if he's feeling ballsy. He's not, because he is a beta male. But it looks like beta males prevail today.
I think he's looking for it. No.
I think he's looking for the 13-10-14 combo. Okay, you're just boring.
I hate hockey so much because the puck is this big and the camera's just moving around me the whole time.
That just means he wanted a stop shot there.
You
He
just
wanted,
can't
he
tell
wanted a
what it is.
mean safety.
He wanted a mean safety, but he has all his four balls
Like, it's
lined up
funny,
on the
though.
edge. If Russell scratches, or the spear scratches my mind, it's going to be 1-2-3 game over.
Now, one thing Russell could do here is try and hit the 3 to the wall, get the 2 ball to just rub up against the, get the cue ball to rub up against the 2 there.
See, another thing he could do is he could go call Campco and order me some food. I'm hungry.
I'm with
Fat
that.
cat?
This is going to be a pretty tough one. If this was me, I'd break out the bridge. I'd call him Brizola. Michael. In the corner, you can see Robbie Sims watching YouTube videos without earphones. What a fucking monster.
They didn't know what to do.
There goes the spear. It's down the pipeline, and it is not there.
Now, it looks like Russ has blocked the opposite corner, so I don't know if Matt can flip in this 9. It looks right on the edge there, but I can't tell.
Just a reminder, this is a best-of-7 series. Fuck me. Matt gets fair defense. Russ is in a very suboptimal spot, as you can see.
And it is less significant overall. Seeing as that's the only game.
So, Chris, what's your favorite breakfast food? And if you say oatmeal, I'm kicking you out.
Cereal?
What kinds?
That's a tougher one. Oh my god, it's
And Russell the Spear Graziano, I think, just bojangled Matthew Southerton. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, it looks like it's a true bojangling.
Matt won the first one.
Oh, but Matt doesn't care for the bojangle.
I'm sorry, but yeah, my bad.
Oh, but is that a...
First to second.
Oh, saved. What a save.
That's a top 10 shot of the tournament moment right there.
That's a top 10 anime betrayals right there, if I've ever seen one.
Ooh, look.
No, you have to stay.
Park it, Buster Brown.
And he parks it right off the wall. He can get backspin, or as I like to call him, bottom shot, but it's a little hard. Do you like bottom shot?
Anyway, back to the
And the bank is open for Matthew Southerton. Not the easiest 8-ball shot,
But he's on the 8-ball.
He's on the 8-ball, and the spear has been sitting on the 3 for a while. Do you know why he's sitting on the 3? Because the third Star Wars movie sucked.
Not as bad as number 2.
Oh, bang! Matthew, just a kid from Villanova, Southerton, takes game 2. That was another 10-minute game, just as I predicted it. I'm the best pool commentator out there. This is Connor Sweeney. Can you give me a British accent?
Go positively bonkers, yeah?
Go bonkers,
Lose your
yeah.
marbles,
Lose
yeah?
your marbles, yeah.
Go stupid.
We've gone 2 games and no
We need to conserve our advertisements. We're trying to show people that we're not as sellout as we actually are.
Lysol decided to spend their time on this.
And I say y'all, and they're like,
Yes.
Afraid to leave forward.
Just lean back. Take the sweet escape. How do you feel about communism? And specifically, Leninism?
I'm afraid I'm not a history major. I'm not well versed in it.
Did you know that John Lennon sang songs?
Can't say that would surprise me.
Now, what do you think about this upcoming third game? Is this a must-win for the Spear? The Spear is eating tree nuts.
Yeah.
It looks like he's a squirrel right now. We gotta look at the Spear.
I would say it is. 3-0 down is. It's not too much, but it is a lot to ask for.
We get a spear game done.
Oh, Matthew Southerton is peeling that banana, as we like to say.
I trust us.
And the banana has been peeled.
Call my 25 cents to move.
Now the Spear's looking for Chris. We do not accept bribes in here. Chris Bragança is actively been thrown out of pool club.
Oh.
How do you feel about this board? I feel like it's a dirty board
Still
and it
not a
needs a
fan.
cleaning. Do you think this board needs a shower?
What do you mean bored? What are you talking about? This is a table, bro.
Is it flat?
Yeah.
It's a board.
No.
Indeed.
No.
Now, just a kid from Villanova winds up at the pipe. Did you know he is sponsored by Powerade, but we're sponsored by Gatorade? Fuck Powerade. He takes the solids. I think that might be an oopsie, as we'll see later in the game.
I think he said pretty well. He gets a 6. Screw back.
Or as I like to call it, a fucky wucky.
It stays in guitar.
It stays in
Today in Catan, I went 1 and 2. How did you do, Chris?
FCC, save us.
Now look, he doesn't want to double tap, and he just gives it a good old smacking, setting the Spear up for a line drive.
Into what?
His straight to
Into the 8?
I don't know that.
I think you have your AirPods turned off.
Me?
Yeah, you should put them back in. Why? Because I hear Mo Bamba.
The Spear just rattled out another shot. I think he shook it.
Matt is
Down 2-0. This kind of looks like and reminds me of the Lightning's Blue Jacket series, which also reminds me of Chris Bragança losing in the first round 3-0 as the 1 seed after going undefeated during the year.
never gets old, yep.
Go bonkers, yeah?
Go positively bonkers.
No, the Spear is going to come down the line here and try to strudel the poodle. And it has been strudeled.
Just a shout out to all my my Pop-Tart lovers. You guys are the crackheads of the human universe. Toast Strudel is unanimously better.
It's too well.
I'd like to remind you all, this is for the 3rd place game. The championship is not happening in 10 minutes. It'll take probably another hour, knowing how these guys are
First 2
playing.
matches took 20 minutes.
And if I know the Spear, he's going to come screaming back. Not in the way of winning games, but he will actively start screaming.
Do you see a table slap in the near future?
I wish. I really do wish. And if one of the contestants does in fact do a table slap, I will buy them a Powerade, even though we are sponsored by Gatorade.
4 years of this at a pool.
Now, why do you think?
That's
Oh, what fine and dandy shot.
He might be able to film. It's not too bad.
No, we might need to be a little bit quiet because you can hear us, and that's technically giving advice. He takes it and he snaps it in. That's the Bragança snapshot of the game. Spencer. Why, thank you.
Ouch.
This is what it gets for being in the booth, boys. You get a free chocolate milk, sponsored by Wawa. I actually love Wawa. Fuck everybody who hates it.
I hate it.
That's right.
Just for the crackheads back home, they like sheets better.
You're
guys,
wrong.
You guys need to stop doing that on the back of your free tractor trailer.
Now, do you actively shake your chocolate milk before consumption?
Absolutely.
Now, we aren't even paying attention to the game. Matthew Southerton, oh, the ball dropped right where it lies. Sorry, Matthew. That's going to be a disqualification. The score is now 2-2. Matt with 2 disqualifications and 2 wins. He calls his pocket, and the spear has been burnt. 3-0, Matthew Southerton. This is not looking pretty. This is not what the spear hoped to get. He was hoping to see the claw here and beat the meme for 3rd place.
This might just be an insurmountable deficit right now for Russell. I have the spear. It's going to be difficult. Not going to put it past him.
Stripes. There's 3 stripes here. And
I would like to point out that in the corner right-hand part of the screen, you can see Robbie Sims watching YouTube videos without headphones. He is a wanker.
Oh, nice British.
Give me my British accent.
Oh, fixes the magic rack after looking.
Give the people what they want. Give the people what they want.
Tell me just commentate the rest of this game in a British accent.
Yep.
Alright.
Now, we have seen that match was pretty damn fast. That was a 5-minute match.
It wasn't much good.
You know who runs a 5-minute match? You on Tinder.
I don't know how to come back from that.
That's right, ladies. He's single
Have you guys heard of the
and ready
Frank
to
Samutis curse?
co-mingle.
I did not see that.
Frank Samutis curse? Where if you beat Frank Samutis, Matt Southerton will come down from the clouds to defeat you.
Security. Can we get some security in the box?
We have a Normie.
We have a Normie who uses iFunny. I repeat, that man uses iFunny.
Russell to break in.
Now, that was an interesting break. He had it a little bit off the dot. Do you think that's because he was on purpose, or the spear is just kind of thrown off his game at this
You
point?
see, I think putting the ball on the spot actually creates a little bit more friction because of the material it's made out of. I think if you put it off the spot and you sacrifice a little bit of extra distance, you get much less friction and much harder break.
You know what you are? You're a chav.
Translate, please.
Oh, you're not even British then. Do you not know what a chav is?
I'll go by Scottish insult, you numpty.
Chris, how do you like your t-shirt?
Whack.
I like mine in the heart.
Get these fucking Brits out of here.
Can you explain to Joey? Breaking news, John failed history in high school.
Hey, Sweeney, do you know who we don't see on the TV right now?
The Blackhawks. That's indeed. The Blackhawks did miss the Stanley Cup Playoff Championship qualifier this year because they're bad. No, Matt, the Blackhawks suck. We're trashing on them. Taze is just spelled wrong, and Patrick Kane, we already know about him.
Kurt Sweeney. It's just...
Womp.
With my belly full of chocolate milk, I think I dare do say the spear is doing a Brazola right now. See, I wonder what he's aiming for here, because he's not currently aiming at the cue ball, but instead the object ball. Do you think he's just giving up?
I wouldn't say so now. I'd say he's got a very difficult bridge position.
Prove me wrong.
To get on the floor.
Brilliant, but brilliant.
Certainly gets a shot. There's not a whole lot of positioning opportunities in the bridge in the movement wall like that.
Please stop talking like an Australian. You guys are upside down and we don't appreciate it.
Mike.
Say Wallaby.
Why would I say that?
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's your animal cracker of the game.
Yeah, please.
Except like a little bit less erratic.
Sweeney, this one right here.
Do we see the bridge?
We saw Brazola.
Oh, he goes.
The spear going for a lot of green, but a little bit too much green, not able to smoke it. What do you call that? I call that the lawn.
Let's be real. I'm in New York.
Now, if Matt Southerton does win this game, he does win the series in a 4-0 sweep, but he just barely avoids the dipsy-do.
Scratcher.
Now, I would like to add that our commentator, my commentator right next to me, is currently on Instagram because he does not care about his job. Looking at men with muscles playing chess.
Also, we've talked.
I'm not saying anything, but he's a Chad. I don't know what he just did there, but he's quite upset. This man is just checking memes as Matt Southerton is going on the run of his life for 3rd place. Now, I would like to say, Matt Southerton has never gotten above 5th place in a full tournament game. Do you care to comment on
What
that?
happened?
I
I messaged my friend. Was like,
for that
maybe
one.
there's like carbon outside. We're all dying.
Russell Graziano, aka the Spear, is looking onwards, kind of disheveled. Do you think he's lost his touch and motivation at this point? Or do you think he could softly place those balls again like we used to see with the young Spear?
I think Matt's just giving him the opportunity to even do so. His best shot right now is like a 5. I don't know if he can set it down a line.
So what you're saying is, Matthew Southerton is making the Spear breathe in his armpits.
They're high.
Oh, how dare you, good sir?
Yeah, that's right.
What a dirty insult from a dirty chow. And the Spear just can't get anything going. He licks his lips in disgust as Matthew Southerton prepares for the run of his life. Can he finally advance his placement from 5th place in last year's tournament to 3rd in this place? He lines up the shot, he gives us a little bit of expression to the camera. I think he's toying with our emotions at this point. What a armor setup, or as we like to call it in the business. The business. Huh? No, sir. Oh, we have another instant of the Brazola. Now, the bridge is also called the Brazola due to the fact that Mike Brazola actually invented the modern technique of the bridge. Before that, people used to just put out their other hand and use it.
Oh no.
But now,
Whoa. That makes life
we have a nice wooden bridge.
The same thing. Never an issue.
So, if I was mad here, and I don't think I am, do you think I'm mad?
Those are actually sparring.
No,
with them. I would go.
like not in
okay.
any way whatsoever.
If I was mad here, I'd give a firm right smack into the 6 to give the Spear a chance.
The 6.
Back to the guys.
That was delicious.
No one saw.
This post was sponsored by Arby's. We have real meat.
Did you guys know that Arby's is actually 2 letters, RB, and it stands for Raffle Brothers? Because it was started by 2 brothers with the last name Raffle.
You know who are also 2 brothers? The Spear and Matthew Southerton. They're actually related.
Does that mean
Does this mean that their incestuous relationship is now incestuous? I'd have to say so.
Does that mean Frank is the nephew of Russ?
It's the Spear to you.
My guess is that
Is Frank Samutis?
Oh no, sir. That's a
Dipsy-doo, scratcheroo.
The Spear is not on his A game today. Jacob is over somewhere swearing at us from his grave, but the Spear looks onwards while he eats his tree nuts. He's quite unsatisfied with himself. I think it's because he's wearing cargo pants.
Look who's entering the building. It's D1 Dave.
T1 Davis made an appearance.
Beautiful. Like I say, I miss D1 Dave.
He's gonna try and
Backspin.
Now this is Matt Southerton's moment. Let's give him this shine. Oh, but was he going for? He's going for the side. Oh, he's calling the side. It's a dirty pocket. A dirty, dirty young grasshopper sitting inside of it, and Matt just wants to kill it. He does not kill it
too good to
today.
be true.
Gives Russ another shot.
The Spear is on his last lifeline here, ladies and gentlemen.
I thought you were gonna hit the ball wrong that 13 and then get around to it.
The spear is straight up not having a good time.
The side is also always a murder.
Facts.
Now, as you see, there is a blue, a red, and a green ball on the table. I'd like to call that the color palette. Do you think...
Call them the pixel.
I'm gonna pixel your dick.
Yeah. Chris, I was thinking the same thing.
Look at the spear, he's charging on. The spear has done a lot of four-ball runouts recently.
This strudel does not want to play shit. Hoodoo.
Now,
Gonna be walked though.
I guess we'll have to wait and see. Here comes the spear down the line. Shoots the damn gap and gets the roll, but does the spear? No! Dipsy do scratch away from the spear. Too many noodles have been strudled. Matthew Southerton comes in for the sweep, and they're breaking out the brooms, everybody.
You want trick shot?
This is for all the marbles. Chris Bragança has already left the booth and is warming up. Spencer has joined me as the replacement announcer. Spencer, do you think there's any shot in hell that Matthew Southerton misses this?
No.
Here we go.
Last shot in his career,
The
potentially.
last shot of his career before he invades us for Delaware next year, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The sweep, the dirty Dipsy do, and he sweeps the spear. Live from New York. Here's Tom Raptor doing interviews.
So, here, Mac. Pat, can you come here as well?
Russ, can you tell us how you're feeling after that game?
Oh, interviews.
You know, it finally looked like something was going to go right, and of course, it didn't, so that was fun.
You managed to strudel 2 poodles at once on that last shot. Were you meaning to do that?
Yeah, well, you know, poodles are fun that way.
Okay, thank you for your words. Matt Southerton, any words?
I played really well today, so I couldn't have asked for a better way to go out. So.
Thank you. Miss Chris?